Hey everyone, I'm back again. I have with me this time Diane Kramer. She is with Make Masks in the US. Um, this was their brainchild and their idea, and they've invited us. So we're kind of operating the Canada version of their project. We're happy to have Diane here to give us an update on what's happening in the US, and I will actually be heading to the US very shortly to update them on how we're doing here. So I will leave Diane to tell us what's.
Thanks so much, Leanne. We just had a little bit of a sewist exchange program there, which was super cool. So, like Leanne said, my name is Diane Kramer, and I'm here as your sewist ambassador from MakeMasks2020.org as we are having our Maskathon day today, our Sewmates Maskathon. I just wanted to give you a quick update and then kind of backtrack and tell you how things have been going today. So we started at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which was perfect for me because I'm here in State College, Pennsylvania. So perfect. I was not one of the West Coast people getting up early to sew. And we have had our sewist pre-register and then give us their goal. And those goals were then written on or printed out on our race bibs. So we had special race bibs that were printed out and made for this event. So we each set our goal, and throughout the day, we've been tallying our masks made. So our second quarter numbers just came out 5 minutes ago, and pledged, we had 15,307 masks pledged. And our second quarter numbers were 2,462 masks that have been sewn and logged in. So it has been a very, very productive day for our partners all across the United States. We have a couple that are also sewing in the UK. And I heard earlier we did have a couple that were Canadian also. So kind of coming in from everywhere. This is an extremely important event for me. I have been sewing for 53 straight days, and I was so privileged to be a part of last week's Been There Sewed That event where we celebrated not just our sewers, but also what we call our voluntolds, our helpers. My husband is my master fabric cutter. A lot of our kids have gotten on board, and it really takes a team approach to do this. I'm medically retired from nursing. I was a nurse for 8 years, and I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and that sidelined me. I had to quit working as a nurse because of the cognitive effects of MS. So I started sewing. I sew and I craft and I knit. And when COVID-19 started to affect more and more of my colleagues and our local communities, I looked for a way that I could help. I couldn't go to the front lines anymore, so how else can I help? So we started sewing, and I joined forces with Make Masks and our incredible coordinators there. Libby kicked this all off, and we really look at this as a grassroots movement that isn't just about sewing, it's about every part of the process, whether it's people that are going to buy fabric for us, that are working on our shipping, that are working to fully vet the places that are requesting masks, because that's important to us. We don't blindly plaster the world with masks, right? We want them to go to somewhere where they can actually be used. So we're fully vetting the masks. We have coordinators that are magical and partner me and my mask making with exactly where it needs to go so that we're really getting all the masks where they need to go in a timely manner. So it wasn't just about the sewist, it was about all those people coming together. So I like what Leanne said. She said, I wish that, or Sue said, I wish that I sewed. I'm glad that you don't, because we need coordinators to take care of the in between stuff. It's not a big deal for me to sit down at my machine and sew a bunch of masks. It is much more difficult for me to sit down and coordinate where these things need to go. So we've had so many different voluntolds, so many sewist coordinators and international people that have been popping over all day into our Zoom rooms, into different events like this to come and say hi. And it's so incredible to be able to put a face to the names that I see in my email every day. So thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Keep checking in. Keep telling us how you're doing. I've tried to get to as many Facebook groups as I can to say hi and to say thank you, and to say you're not alone. There are lots of people sewing in their kitchens right now, just like you are. Welcome to my kitchen. right here in State College, Pennsylvania. It probably looks a lot like yours. So that's a little bit of my story and the Make Masks story. And you can continue. I know you have lots of orders that you're filling too, lots of pledges that you're doing also. I always throw in, if you like to visit our website, it's makemasks2020.org. And there is a live map where you can see where the different orders are going to.
Well, I just love your energy. It just exudes from you. And thanks for all you've done. This is your story is incredible. And it's an honor to be hearing like how you started this and the energy that's coming out. I love how you tapped into the volunteer tools. I'm not sure I've heard that word before, but a really good word I might just have to adopt. And yeah, you know, it takes all sorts of different people to come together. But I think also it takes great leadership. And it's obvious, Diane, that you are a great leader. Oh. So thanks for popping on today. That's awesome. Stay great and have a great day.
Hey, thank you. You also. And I like to throw this out to everybody. I know it feels like we're not doing that much. It can feel that way when you're in your kitchen or you're in your office and you're just one mask at a time. But remember that we are all collectively, literally stitching our community back together. So every little bit matters. Every single mask, every single email, every single just reaching out and checking in on somebody matters. Thank you so much for having me. And hopefully I get to see you again soon.